Today we'll be finding the perimeter and area of composite figures. We'll start with perimeter. We're going to be finding the perimeter of this composite figure. So to find the perimeter, we need to know what the side lengths are. So we're going to begin by listing the side lengths that are given. 1, 3, 5, and 4. So we're missing 2 side lengths. We have to calculate those. So if we think of this as a big rectangle and extend the length and the width, we can calculate the missing side lengths. So here, the whole rectangle is 5 feet. This piece is 3, so 5 minus 3. This piece is 2. Now we need to find this side here. So this whole side is 4, and then this side is 1. That's been cut out. So 4 minus 1 leaves 3. So now we just need to add up all our side lengths. So we have 4, 9, 13, 15, 18. So the perimeter of this composite figure is 18 feet. Right here we have a figure we're going to find the perimeter of. And first we're going to identify the shape we're working with. And I'm going to identify this as a rectangle with a triangle cut out. So I'm finding the perimeter, so the first thing I'm always going to do is list the sides that I know. 3, 9, 6, and 5. So I'm missing one side, this slanted side. So in order to find that, I'm going to extend the length and the width, and that creates a right triangle. Now I'm going to find the length of the legs of that right triangle. Again, this whole side is 9, and up to here is 5, so 9 minus 5 is 4. This side is 6, up to here is 3, so the cutout is 3. So now I've identified the legs of the right triangle, 3, 4, and what is the hypotenuse? Well, if you remember your triples, you know that's a 5. If not, you do 3 squared plus 4 squared equals 25, and then you take the square root, and that's 5. So the missing side length is 5. So now I can determine the perimeter of the figure. That's 16, 25, 28 inches. Our next figure, the first thing I'm going to do is identify the shape. I have a square and a semicircle. So I need to find all the side lengths here. So this is 8, and this is 8. And since this is a square, this side is 8. So now I need to determine what we call the arc length. This region here is the arc length. Well, if we think about it, it's not a whole circle, it's a semicircle. So I need to find the circumference of a semicircle. So how do I find the circumference of a circle? Diameter, pi. But that's for a whole circle. I want a half a circle, so I'm going to divide that by 2. So now I need to determine what the diameter is. Well, if I think about it, over here, that's the side length. The diameter is the same length as the side of the square. So the diameter is 8. So 8 pi divided by 2 equals, now I can reduce that. 8 divided by 2 is 4, so 4 pi. So what is 4 times 3.14? 1256. So my arc length of this semicircle is 1256. So now I just need to add this up. I got 20 and 16, 36, 56 millimeters. So now we're going to do the area of a composite figure. Now we're going to do the same thing but find the area. So let's start again. We have this big rectangle here, so we're going to be finding area. So let's find the area of the big rectangle. The big rectangle here is 4 by 5, so that's 20. And the area of the small rectangle right here that's been cut out is 1 times 3, which is 3. We're going to subtract that, and that's going to give us 17. And it's going to be feet squared because we're talking about area. All right. Again, here we have a new figure, and I'm going to identify this as a rectangle with a triangle cut out. So first I'm going to find the area of the big rectangle here. So 9 times 6 is 54. Now I need to know the area of the triangle that's been cut out. So in order to do that, I extend the length and width. I have a right triangle here. Find the length of the legs of the right triangle. Well, this side is 9, and we have 5 here, so to get to 9 we need 4. The whole length of the rectangle 6 is here. This piece is 3, so in order to make this 6, this is 3. So now I have the legs of the right triangle, so now I can find the area of the triangle. And the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So 3 times 4 divided by 2 is 12 divided by 2, which is 6. So the area of the triangle is 6. So I'm going to subtract the area of the triangle because it's been cut out. 54 minus 6 is 48, and it's inches squared. All right, our next figure, I'm going to identify the shape as a square and a semicircle. So the first thing I'm going to do is find the area of the square. 8 times 8 is 64. Then I need the area of this semicircle. So I need the area of this sector here, the area of this whole piece here. So it's the area of a semicircle. Why not to find the area of a circle? That's pi r squared. But I want half a circle, a semicircle, so I'm going to divide it by 2. Well, here I need the radius, so how am I going to find that? So think about it. The circle's diameter is the side length of 8. So the radius is half the diameter, so the radius is equal to 4. So 4 squared is 16, and then we have pi, and divide by 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8, so 8 pi. So what's 8 times pi? 8 times 3.14 is 2512. So the area of the semicircle is 2512. So the area of the whole figure is 89.12 millimeters squared.